Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. Inching closer to normal stream time today. Yeah, alright, not really, but a bit later. Not quite 2 hours late. Getting started here today. Hello, S7. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. Happening. Greetings. Where are we? Bug cat. Hey. Hey. Got back from taking the dogs out. Was late getting back here and sorting things and then getting them out. Are you gonna do DLC stuff? You haven't played it. You want to avoid spoilers. Already finished. Should be safe. Main game, wandering, side quests. Probably for today. If we do anything, we might even be up north, but if we do anything up in the northern area, it would... I mean, we're done up there. I don't know what we would do, if anything. Yeah, there's one achievement we need to... There's one enemy type we need to get a part from to trade for a weapon. But we kind of need to... We don't have to do that today. I don't know if we're doing that today, but there's an enemy type up in the north we need to make more attempts to get the part we needed. One day, someday. This is actually one of the upgraded sets of armor that you can get. It's the stealth armor, but this is one level above adept. Let's see. You won't see any spoilers for the story, but you might see some of the weapons and armor. That was from the DLC. So it's still Nora Silent Hunter. But Master Adept, there's gear with additional slots, stuff like that. And they did add some new tiers of art, which is... Alright, where are we? Yeah, we have the shards now for the bow I wanted, but we don't have the machine part. As far as the main quest, we might actually get back to today. Sunfall all the way to the west. Or the ancient ruins beneath the citadel. I think I do want to get back to the main story today. We may not have a whole lot of choices because we've been doing everything else except for hunting grounds and a couple corrupted zones. Even wrapped up Nil's story. A few vantages left and metal flowers left. 3 vantages and 3 flowers. Some Banuk figures, although I don't have the map for that, so maybe we can grab the map if we want to do some additional collectible hunting. The Banuk figures have nice little bits of lore on them, but they're pretty small. The Vantages have great lore on them. Side quests. Already have the main game. There's a special piece of armor quest for it. Hey Bob, how you doing? Made it. You made it. Cheers. Greetings. Yeah, that's the bow I want. Adept power shot bow. Like my current bow, but better. And needs a machine part that I don't have. Alright, well with all this stuff done, and I'm not really in the mood for hunting grounds, maybe hunting a few remaining collectibles and then getting back to the main story. What did we identify? There are at least, back in the Norlands, there's a side quest, 1, 2, 3. We have at least 3 side quests. And probably a few areas we haven't bumped into where they would open up some more. Wandering we will go. Failure on my part to look up the location that I think is somewhere around here. Big area. If anybody feels like looking it up, or telling me to get off my ass and look it up. The guy who drinks machine blood. There's a side quest somewhere over here, and I really don't know where. But I think it's in this general area of the map, and we're gonna need something more specific than that. He's got a great quest line I'd like to... I don't think we've done this playthrough. Big Blaze. You do know where he is? Okay. Going back to map. I'm gonna need some, because of the lag on Twitch, I kind of need some references. So how about from Free Heap? I'm looking at Free Heap here. What direction is he from Free Heap? Procyon, the guy who drinks machine blood, guy who drinks car oil. Oh, see. Uh-huh. Witness. He's more west. Okay. I don't know what would be a landmark or west. So he's south of this Broadhead site. Got this unique dark scar on the landscape. He's south of this Broadhead site. Greetings, Tomalak. Hello. Let me just ask. That's a weird way to do it. I like leaning on chat, okay? I like... You can always tell me it's a silly way to do things, and I'll accept that, but I like doing it. Alright, you guys think about that. We'll come back to it. We don't need to do it this minute. We're going north. But not DLC area north, just north. Petra is up here. I don't want to overdo it with the sticky bombs today. We'll save those. Not doing so great on Blaze. Wire. Gotta watch the wire. And the echo shells. We gotta watch those too. Not made out of money. I hope everyone's weekend was good. Everyone all right with another week starting? You know, Monday and all that? What kind of week is it going to be? I haven't figured it out yet. Hey, can we stop picking up wood for a while? Finally? I didn't like running out of wood in the middle of a big fight. But we're back up over 1,000. Might be okay for a while. Just do that, you dive. Dive and roll underwater. Cool move. Does anyone else get conflicted in many games between, you know, wanting to go slow and enjoy, but there's still that nagging feeling like I am walking towards that mountain? Should I run? Should I call a mount? But I'm enjoying this. It looks nice. Okay, we'll just walk. I am walking towards that mountain. Okay. There's a Thunderjaw on the way. Tamalak. Another holiday, Monday following Easter, public holiday in Germany. Not so in the States. Not so. Not as such. No. You know what? We don't need tiny meat. We need rich and fatty meat. Bacon. Hey, Darth. Same in Belgium, public holiday. Let me see if I got this right, Darth. I just watched Tabula Rasa. recently, which was the audio was Flemish, so that's from Belgium, right? I would like, where's the campfire? No, before you see me. Don't see me. Shh, 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 don't see us. You are way too close. Oh, hell no. Where's that campfire? Campfire first. Campfire first. Also French in the southern regions and a little bit of German in the east. Back in high school, back in high school I had a buddy from Belgium, but not anyone that I know since. Well, except you. Root Twitch. West acquired taste. West of the Glintock site. West of the Tall Neck and the Sun Steps. Let's see. West. Glintock site. Tall Neck, Sun Steps, Glintock site, west. There's a campfire that we haven't discovered. I think you nailed it. Thank you, Bug Cat. Good, good references. I need context, and that helps. Yeah, he's gonna be right in there, right above that scar, that dark scar on the map too. Excellent. I think between us we can remember that, right? Come back there. You lose a Thunderjaw. Where'd he go? Here, there he is. And we could sneak up and override the Thunderjaw, but then we'd have nothing to fight. Anything else out here? I mean, if we over the Thunder, no, there's really nothing for him to fight. Oh, well. He would crush them in a few seconds, and then we'd have nothing to fight. How about we override the Behemoth and see if we can get him to fight the Thunderjaw. Wait for it. Come on. Oh, that was almost... Chicken sees us already. We need a few more seconds. Don't hit us. Don't hit us. Don't hit us. Don't hit us. Not yet. Okay, you can hit us now. First, Behemoth's got to take that chicken out. That shouldn't be a problem. Come on. Make me proud. One hit kill. Beautiful. Behemoth, come. I think they've already spotted each other. Excellent. Behemoth Thunderjaw. Whoa! Hey, leave us out of this. Uh-oh, he saw us too. Spawn's already going. There's a disc launcher. It's the Behemoth. Behemoth's stunned, down on the ground, but not out. Where'd the gun go? Oh, Behemoth is not out of it. Oh, I tagged the Behemoth. It's not good. That was, Oh, the Behemoth is pissed! I must have hit him with, that's what I hit him with. Not so good. We can lose him. Briefly. Come on, red hair, red flowers. They're not the droids you're looking for. No! Good landmark to quick save. That word does not mean what you think it means. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Oh, come. That was unexpected. No. Yeah, that's right. Lay a behemoth. Because that's a good idea. Woo! Aloy, high five. That behemoth really wrecked the Thunderjaw. I didn't do much. I missed a lot with the cannon. Terrible shots with the disc launcher. I think the behemoth did all the work. So close to losing that override when he turned right then. As long as you don't lose it, those are the best. Yeah, they're either the best or the worst. There are not many parts scattered, are there? Where's... So the behemoth wrecked the Thunderjaw, but there's no debris? Long leg. So who's actually tougher, a behemoth or a Thunderjaw? For you. Little bunny Fufu is no longer hopping through the forest. Your least favorite mechanical critter? You hate the long legs and the Glinthawks. Long legs are maybe on my list. I don't like them. I like the echo shells they drop, so I will fight them almost every time. I'll try to get them to fight each other or something else to fight them. I don't like them. I like their loot. Glinthawks are annoying, but I kind of like all the flying creatures. They're just so interesting and dynamic. I don't know. Darth, asks, gonna play God of War 4. I don't know yet. I think I might think about it some more. Wait till after it comes out. You gonna play it? I'm guessing. Hey Ryan. Greetings. Greetings, Ryan. All I know about God of War is almost nothing. And when I tried to play first one, maybe in its remastered form for PS3, I can barely remember what I even played a few minutes of. I thought at the time it was too much, just crazy button mashing, too frenetic. But it was years ago, and you know I'm spent years now on Twitch and trying to reevaluate things I might have thought one way about and haven't really given another chance. So, Dad of War, I I've heard people say it's kind of going in a different direction, maybe gameplay-wise, but I don't know enough to know what that means. I should pay more attention to what coverage there is already. Favorite? Bug Cat. Let's see. Also, what should we call you? Bug? Cat? Bug Cat? I was thinking Bug, but you tell me. I think mine are the Ravagers and the Stalkers. Okay, I also don't like the Stalkers. Unless I can override them, I don't like the Stalkers. They're a pain in the ass. Stalkers your favorite? Both of you? Why are they your favorite? Why are they your favorite? These things are evil with all the mines they throw out. I like Thunderjaws and occasionally Stormbirds are really fun to fight. Big things. I like the big ones. Bug. That's what all the other streamers call you. You're okay with that? It's good. That's what I was thinking. You're cool with that. Meat, we're gonna keep taking down all the forest critters until we fill up on potions, and then we're gonna keep doing it anyways so we can make more later. Never have enough. That's right. That's what I said. Run.
Nutritious.
Stormbirds can rot in hell for all you care. No, not rot. I like them because they're creepy and they're robot cats. I like it when they're fighting for the home team. They are badass. I guess I was thinking of to fight. Just for how cool they are. They got solid lasers, excellent stealth, and they're robotic cats. Yeah. Oh, that's... Yeah, we're not jumping up. Okay. If you could do a sidekick mech pet, which one would you choose? Yeah, let me rethink it like that, huh? Probably would not choose the really big ones then. That would be cool for their own reasons. You might be onto something with the stalkers there, but I'm gonna try and come up with a different answer. Would make a cool companion. Also figure out where we're going. I think I saw a rappel spot somewhere. Might be one up by that lone tree. Thinking that might be where we're going. Remember, the let's look at the machine catalog. My brain can't go there. Spider, grazer, scrapper. It's chickens are such a pain in the ass. All the area attacks. Tramplers are cool. Walkers are cool. All the machines are cool. Raptors, Ravagers. I mean, come on, they're all so badass. But for a pet that could come with you, back in Star Wars Galaxies, my first character was a creature handler. That was one of the first things I ever wanted to do in the game, and one of the things I did throughout. While you could, and miss it. I miss it. Well, for a reasonable sized companion, I think you may have nailed it with the Stalker. What was your other? Thinking Stalkers or Ravagers. Similar, a little bigger, right? Minus the stealth. Different weapon set. They're all pretty cool. Oh, howdy. Brian, I every time I play this game here, at least one person says that. Oh man, do I have to get a PS4 now?
Scrabbling a bit.
It's just too good looking. The answer is yes. Yeah, you probably do, man. You probably do. Maybe if we could kind of make up our own, like a mini behemoth. That's contradiction in terms, I realize, but nevertheless, a mini behemoth and a maybe a Glinthawk, if it could stealth like a stalker, that'd be pretty badass. Just you've got a companion and nobody can see it. Swoops down, someone off their feet. Ryan, any other games you're planning to play soon? I've been such a wreck in so many ways that I haven't planned much, and I don't have anything on the schedule. But I think I know what I want to do next. I think I finally want to play the Talos Principle. So I'm running that through my brain the past day or two. I think after we finish this, if it's still rolling around in my head, I think we might play that. I'm gonna need a lot of help with the puzzles. We're gonna have to work together on some of that. Most of it, all of it. I hear the music is fantastic. I don't have the best puzzle brain, but our heads together. Hey. One is nuts. Elaborate
Stalkers,
climb.
Watchers. What are they doing all the way up here?
I have. So very, very good. That's one of the best games of last year. I mean to play it again sometime from scratch. Yeah, music. Well, Darth, it's not that the climbing sucks, it's that there's no free climbing. So, the fixed points that you can climb on when you can climb on them, those are nice, they feel good. Finding a starting point to climb on can kind of be a pain. So, you can see where you need to go, and you see all this obvious stuff you could climb on, but you're not allowed. It's one of those situations where people are just grumbling about not being allowed to climb places that make sense. Everything she does, all her little animations, the scrambling with the hands. So good. Do we have a campfire up here? Kinda. How far down was that campfire? I did save at that campfire, right? Aloy! Wait, hold on. Sorry, back up a second. Water graphics? You're not knocking the overall graphics, right? Because that would be crazy, and you're not crazy. The water, huh? I don't know how much I've stared at the water, but my impressions of this game are that it is so goddamn gorgeous at every turn that if there's anything with the water, if the water's falling short, I hadn't really noticed, but... Now, if we're lucky enough to get a stalker walking right by us somewhere, and that's what I want, we're gonna override the stalker. Another stealth. We can actually override them when they're stealthed even, but they'll have to be really close. I hate getting spotted by a stalker when I'm trying to sneak up on them. I hate it. And they're so good at it. It's the other reason I don't like stalkers. Because they are better at stealth than I am, and that's not cool. Jimbo, reeled in. They got reeled into a... I approve. I approve.
Near them soon enough.
Oh, I forgot that the stalker... I remember this a little bit, and the stalker up on the wall. On the wall. Well, go for some temporary madness. Too far away, or we can get this? Far away. Is it because they weren't activated? Because that's not cool. Right, now, where's your buddy? Or see the Watcher or something. He's still corrupted, even though the symbol disappeared. He didn't shake it off. Just stealth. Watcher down. Am I just trying to get to the vantage still? What am I doing up here? I forgot what I was doing up here. We were kind of trying to get to the... Yeah, the vantage, but I guess it's a ways. First we gotta get to the next campfire. Stalkers right there, but I'm just only just been here a minute ago. I think they're pathing this way. They'll come back. Probably will. They'll come back and then they'll spot me. Hey. My dinner. As long as there's something more interesting nearby for him to attack, to ignore us, or not even look too hard for us. But it's not working. What's he going after? Just crazy. mine doing? That's what I'm doing. We got lucky. Oh God! No! 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 Did you see that coming? We almost had it. Almost had it. No! What the fuck? Dick. Right, let's see if your friends still like you after that. Now you smell weird. Now you smell weird. I think they would see you.
Just stay out of their way for now. The machines are territorial here. But what am I intruding on?
Coming in. Gotcha.
Ryan, thank you for the host, man. Cheers. When Ryan landed here, the link was Bob put the link in chat. But, check out Ryan on Twitch if you don't know him already. They're dropping a follow over there. Show some J-Love, another streamer. How would you compare the two? Both brilliant games that have affected me in pretty intense ways. We gotta hit that campfire up. I think I forgot to clear some of this. I can't just straight compare them. Different awesome games. They both have touching stories. Very different. Kill these dudes first! Pay attention! Don't try to break down the games. But...
Come
didn't
on.
exactly work. I don't think I hit the bird. Yeah, so Nier is a crazy one. It's a few different game types mixed in, and the shoot 'em up, bullet hell stuff, the shmup stuff is. I'm really bad at those. I had to get good enough to play it, and I was worried I wouldn't like those parts, but I got used to the flow of it. It's a very strange game. But it's brilliantly conceived, and the story work, the side quests, the NPCs, they are like nothing else. They're this is mind expanding at times, and
Nice.
you can't talk about. There's just stuff you can't talk about Nier without spoiling it, so we can't talk about it, people who haven't played it. But the way the game takes you through its story and then
Thanks for the trail.
really demands of you that you play it again because reasons, good reasons, and it's there's just no game that's done what it has done. So it's really special. But this might be one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, Nier might be up there. Horizon's definitely up there. They both came out last year. A hell of a year. Yeah, I've never been big into mech stuff, mech
Easy
games, old school or otherwise. No, that game sells itself. If you if you play it, it will come. No, that's not right. But if you play it, you will come. No, that's not right either. Well, it might be right. Depends. Really, I mean. Got a hell of a climax. Sorry. What other games? Witcher definitely is up there. Yeah. Last of Us for me. Sorry, it's all downhill
Sucking,
from
huh?
here. Sorry. I may have gone a bit far, but it was written for me. No, I'm pretty sure we got the mature flag on. Probably a proper way to climb that is not where I'm going. This can't be the right way, but we're going. Sinful by nature. Mature content. You got no warning? This should have been a warning. The flag's on. Should have been warned. The sinful by nature. I'm back. So, oh no, I hate that message. Worst
when I was a
message ever. That's the, they reload your save. They don't just throw you back in bounds. No, they will reload our save. It's horrible. Horrible. That's... Give me recoil. Put that message up. We lost...
Greetings, my excellent friend.
We lost 20, 30 minutes of progress from that the other day. We had some great fights and did some menuing and crafting and then hit the boundary and lost. Greetings, Steven. So, sinful by nature. Favorite games. Star Wars Galaxies, which is no more. And it's gonna be harder to find a place to start climbing in all this snow and wind and dark. So Star Wars Galaxy goes on the list, and Sin City, Sin with the Y. That was our guild back in the day. Originally Corsin Carillion Syndicate. When I joined, it was still the Carillion Syndicate. And then after it fell apart, and some friends and I, we rebuilt it under some other names. But Sin, it was always Sin. Jump harder. Come on, jump harder. She makes the most incredible leaps when she wants to. Did I forget about the Vantage? What have I brought us to? Hi, Stormbird! I don't need the stealth armor anymore. Bark worker? Bark worker. Check.
I'm getting the feeling I've gone somewhere I shouldn't have.
Baby bird.
This time, there's worse than the returns to disapprove.
This weather. Oh! Didn't even tag. You know where we are. Don't play games with me. Big angry bird that I can't see because... Holy! Come on! Oh!
Makes this a little easier.
How's it still? Yeah. You lie down. Still play games with me. Proceeds to play all the games. Hey. My mic. I don't know how many of his jets remain. Because they're not lit up. I'm not seeing them, but they're right there. And they're not coming off. Is there some reason, like, because the bird's tied down, that just won't work? We can override this bird, too. We have a few options. There we go. See how he just opened up his jets and we just pulled one off? that be cool? I could get a commission getting people to buy this game. Oh, I hate you dodging! These are expensive arrows. Keeps, Oh, hi! You're tied down and you dodge. Rage! Thank you for the host, man. Doing with that. That's why I got the potions ready. Now I remember. You do shit like that. Jet. Miss Misery, good afternoon. Far from the Jets, so picky about the actually getting his jets off. Fucking picked me up. You were smart. You would have picked me up. Critical attacks. Is there a spot you could stand where it would actually give you a prompt?
What was a machine like that doing all the way up here? Keeping people like me away from something. There's only one.
The Royal Griffin. Machine form. Skyrim dragons? Yes. I think they've got Skyrim dragons beat
Cool, everybody.
for intensity.
Nice bone. That thought got dark.
Greetings! Sea Star, welcome. Policy. Hello. Anyone else who just got here? Miss Misery. Hope everyone's doing well today. A messy fight. Stormbird fights are always messy. But, Sure. Something like that. Happy Monday. Monday. We can say that. Yeah, let's dab. So the actual vantages, they're not always where the marker centers, but the vantage should have a supply crate by it. Find it. Also have a view. Hi, Ori. Yeah, I started late today. Really? We've been going an hour already, though? Thing about this game. Bye-bye. Time flies by, not the game. The game just goes on wonderfully forever if you want it to. It is up there. Game to get lost in. So my favorite games aren't always games you can get lost in. There are some shorter, more linear, in some ways. Last of Us, some of my favorite games are shorter and more linear, but generally, games I can get lost in, those are candidates for my favorite games. ETTV, is it broken for you? Must be the hardest vantage to get to in the game.
I'd have to ditch something.
Where did we shot traps? King's Peak. Look at this. Times first. We can't really see it right now. It's the weather obscures it. King's Peak.
Apoca Shitstorm Tour, Day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
That'd be. Hi, Ma. I was surprised when FAS sent me out here, and not just because the meeting was going to be held in real space. I was surprised to discover that anyone at FAS still knew I existed. When I returned to work after treatment, HR informed me I'd been reassigned to the Vantage project. It was exactly the professional death sentence I was expecting, the career equivalent of getting sent into a red zone without an environment suit. Everyone knew Vantage was one of those doomed projects FAS kept around solely for the purpose of assigning dead-enders to them, especially head cases like me who couldn't be summarily fired for fear of parity litigation. Month by month, management would pile losers on a lost cause, then cancel the project and lay everyone off. Ship of fools sunk with a single torpedo. Ain't wrongful dismissal if it's downsizing. I had nothing better to do, so I spent my time studying the tech. Chip design wasn't my forte, but I knew enough to admire what the engineers had accomplished with the Eternity chip. Stored data was guaranteed to last 50,000 years or more without degradation. As for Vantage itself, the project was little more than a failed marketing plan. The idea was to promote the tech by burying unlocked Eternity chips at scenic locales around the world. Public domain time capsules where enthusiasts could cache date-locked data. The project got as far as developing the Spikes, portable drill applicators to sink the chips, and stalled when Grass Heckle encapsulates came on the market and stole Eternity's thunder. Anyway, I'd been advantaged 3 weeks when FAS unexpectedly sent me out here for a real space meeting. Me, a dead-ender working a doomed project, dispatched to a high-security FAS R&D site inside King's Peak. It didn't make sense. Security put me in a small conference room and told me to wait. It was downright claustrophobic. Dim lights, bad ventilation. More like an interrogation room from one of those 90s cop vids. But what really got my attention was the noises coming through the walls. The non-stop bang and clatter of construction bots building something deep in the mountain. Something big. The door opened and some doofs wearing FAS badges file in. I recognized one of them, Brad Andak, a military division replications engineer I met when I first joined the company. But I don't think he recognized me. He stayed at the back of the room the whole time, looking distraught. I was about to ask what the hell was going on when a woman wearing a hijab walked in. She didn't introduce herself, but she didn't have to. It was Samina Ebaji, former lead archivist of the Odyssey. Architect of the entire Homer project. Not a global celebrity by any means, but if you grew up following the Odyssey project like I did, you knew her on sight. Ibaji sat down and started asking extremely precise questions about the upper range tolerances of Eternity chips. Then she asked me to speculate about the feasibility of various upgrade paths. The interview lasted maybe 10 minutes, whereupon she thanked me for my time and left. Everyone else filed out after her. Security came for me a few minutes later and escorted me to my vert. The whole way back to FAS, I kept trying to figure out what had just happened. What was Samina Ebaji doing at a classified Pharaoh R&D site asking me questions about Eternity tech? Didn't add up. By the time I landed, I knew I wasn't going to give up until I'd puzzled it out. The worst that could happen was I'd get fired. That was going to happen anyway. Took a couple days and some geo work, but I got a fix on Brad Andak soon enough. He was going to a different bar every night, drinking to the point of blacking out. Shadowed him until I managed to proxy his focus and dupe his net protocols. I didn't find anything strange in his financial records or media patterns. Starting to think I'd wasted my time. Then I accessed his Dreambox account and found the journal he'd been keeping the past few weeks. It was all there. How the world would end. My first thought was, well, my ma didn't live to see this. Second thought was that nothing mattered anymore. Which made it pretty obvious that I should kill myself. 12, yeah, 12. Yes, there is a novella. Parted out, hidden in various locations. So that particular novella, Bashir's story, I'm not going to go just suddenly read all the parts here. It's in 12 sets. You generally would find them out of order, but you can go back and read them in order. He takes a tour with those vantage spikes. You get to see the places he's been and hear his tale, which is pretty good. Relevant to the story, to the plot in the game, without giving anything away, should you find all of these before going too far in the game. It's not going to spoil anything, but it sure adds to it. More context. And it's not the only stuff that makes for really good lore. The data points throughout the world, some of them are pure audio, hologram data points, and a lot of text data points, some from quests, and some that are just random throughout the world. Some are short, some are, as you just saw, not so short. Most of them are good, some of them are excellent. There are only a few duds. So the lore throughout the world is, yeah, worth hunting for, finding all of it. So not just the 12. No, not just that novella, but lots of little bits. Yeah, that might work. I'm sure someone's got them pulled out so you could watch them like that. It's gotta be someone. So at the risk of getting 20 different recommendations, what are some good sci-fi recommendations? I'll tell you why I'm thinking of this now. Of course, we all have e-readers in our pocket anymore on our phones, but way back in the day, I had the first generation Nook, and I decided I want to try and encourage myself to sit down and have some longer read sessions again. So I picked up an e-ink reader. Actually, I settled on one of the new Nooks. So I was going to dig into the Neil Stephenson, who I really like Snow Crash, but I've never read anything else of his. I was going to check out some of that. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of asking for some recommendations, or just what do people like? Curious. Yeah, books, Ryan, exactly. Repelling your favorite trick. I am Rage Mage in the flesh now. Hey, Rage. Thank you again for the host, bud. And yeah, I haven't read everything of his. Just some stuff here and there. Stand is still one of my all-time favorite novels. It's the first thing I load on into any book app or device. Where the hell's the way down? I can't see in all this weather. This way, we're heading this way. Is there another rappel point I'm not seeing? I think there might be. I have read the Dark Tower series. Been meaning to eventually. You know what? Let's find our own way down. Been meaning to reread the series.
Might regret this.
Even though I don't remember being thrilled with the end. I remember reading that just written out. Sorry if anyone knows what I'm talking about. We don't need to. I'm not trying to spoil this series. That's not a spoiler. It's not going to make sense to anyone, so don't even say what it is. It's just okay. It didn't read well. Yeah, I love the series too. Rach knows what I meant. Where did we... A weird climb. I know we could just fast travel down, but I'd rather go slow. But I don't want to die. It's like dying. Way we rest. So where do we come in? This is where stalkers were before. I've seen the man from Earth. No, I don't think I have. awful familiar, but I. So, alright, we're not trying to go further up, back up. I am navigationally challenged at the moment. Actual way down is somewhere around that marker where we were.
Easy, easy.
Or repel spot. Oh, we'll just follow the string. Just trying to swim. It got just deep enough. Yeah, Forgotten Realms. Never read any of those. Known people who have liked them very much. I could possibly. No, too late. I was gonna say, pray. Too late now. Whoa! Aloy, that was 90% awesome and 10% what the hell? He spotted us. Alright, just trying to... well, I don't know. Sometimes cringy stuff on paper is very different from cringy stuff you have to watch. Back through some of this. Thank you for suggestions. Oh, Aurora, I have not. Read Aurora if you haven't. Heinlein is one of my favorites. Crystal. Heinlein is one of my favorite authors. Stranger in a Strange Land is also one of my favorite books of all time. It had an impact, like not many books do. Alright, that was some good wandering. All for one vantage, and we ended up with the Stormbird and 90-minute excursion with the Stormbird to get a vantage. Let's head for our gearhead, buddy. Not yet. I bet someone could figure that out. Rage Mage trying to remember the name of a Heinlein novel. Ice Planet. Humans on an Ice Planet. I have not read his old body of work, only a few things. So, I mean, I've never read Starship Troopers. I remember the names of some of his other books I have read. Crystal asking Red Planet. Crystal, hi, by the way.
Save these for the trail.
I said hi. Starship Troopers, very different from the movie, yeah. I've always heard that, so I've been curious about reading the book. We have to mess with these tramplers because they're fun to watch fight. That, damn, he was quick to... I'm not wearing stealth gear. I'm wearing the Storm, Osram gear. bridge has been screwed. Oh no! You go away now. Come on. Back, we'll mess with you later. Arrow Ronin. Welcome aboard. Welcome, thank you for the follow. Now I could just tag him with corruption arrows. But I want a proper override. Crystal, it was science. I got you out alert with science fiction. Yeah, not that I ever devoured books one after another. Whenever I was reading more regularly, that I would actually get through books. Just like with music. Why don't I do this more? As years go by. So it's time again. I want to reinvest myself in stuff. Right on, Ryan. Thank you. Have a good one, man. Getting stuff done. Here, let's mess with another one of. Let's get at least another one. They're not all attacking the same target. We want to try and keep the group alive long enough to take itself out.
Shadows are getting lower.
I want to override another one too, but we need the opportunity. Oh, it just came and went. Oh, come back. Come back, Shane. Come back.
Now what?
Missed it. That one does see us. He's not sure, but he does. He sees us enough. Oh! Aren't these some badass attacks they've got? Shit. Look at her! You don't want us. You don't want Aloy! Fine. The local fauna seems to have adapted well to frequent the flora, you mean? Yeah. Rugged. Tundra plants. Very hardy. Oh! Oh, it's dead! Yeah! It was about to big bada boom. Nice hit, Aloy. Nice hit. That was close. We were right in the middle of it. that would have been the end of her. Have any junky mods? No. We'll have to clean up at merchants pretty soon. Hey, echo shells. Never have enough of those. You should have run the other way. Should have run the other way. Run towards the crazy lady with the spear. Away from the crazy lady with the spear. Good lurk. You're calling, Bug Bug. Catch you later.
So much for being careful.
Cat fight. Teamwork. Definitely depends on the thing. There's this brilliant combination of combination is the wrong word. There are many variables and many possibilities, from stealth, including stealth attacks, one-hit kills, skills you can get to attack from above or from below, special things you can do while tightrope walking. Let's see if I can silent strike. and you fight things head on. I mean, there's a level system, so how much damage you do and how much damage incoming. There's so many different ways to mitigate that difficulty setting, which doesn't just turn things into bullet sponges. Because there's so many, everything has weak spots, different strategic approaches you can take.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Hey, right on, Mr. Gilly Star. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Rage, cheers the Gilly. Thank you, sir. Gilly Star says, I'll be around for Far Cry 5, man. You've seen enough Horizon to last a lifetime, eh? But yeah, you can, if you have gear, armor, difficulty settings, enemy types, and levels, and other factors notwithstanding, if you want to just take something on, go toe-to-toe with it, the dodge system is dynamic enough that you really can go toe-to-toe, even with some of the big machines, as long as you're fast enough on the dodge and take the visual cues and learn the enemy types. You actually can. You can go face to face. Pointy end, you say? Pointy end. Woo! It's good to see you, man. Hello. Thanks, sir.
Not bad.
Holding up all right. How was everyone over there? Hey, Mr. Gilly Star, just can't get into robot dinosaurs. Fair enough. Well, even though I could probably play this game forever and ever and ever, probably have to put it down for a while after another stream or two. Keep saying that, and then more and more. But yeah, man. Yes. We're looking for the guy who drinks machine blood. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Gobble!
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
And the bullet time, whatever it's actually called, I can't even remember. But the slowdown, which has to recharge, staple in so many games, it works really well in this one. So you can be, let me see if I can make some good examples. That's not, I'm just button mashing. But you can be falling and zoom, you can be mounted, slow down time, you can be running and bring up your wheel and craft more arrows while moving, because it doesn't freeze time, it just slows it down. So you can do stuff on your weapon wheel even while running, fighting. Can you do that? Yeah, even mid-roll. You could even be crafting mid-roll.
Can't be too prepared.
You go down somewhere. Oh, that's rough. You went to work today on your day off? Ow. And ow.
The herds are getting restless. See me traveling.
naked eye ain't afraid to kill.
Where I want to try a slide. I want to slide in and then swing. Oh, damn!
Gotcha.
Almost did. That didn't work. Tell me if I'm crazy, but I think she's, at least with some animals, she has a sort of slide into an attack animation. Does that exist? Tim Pika, hello. Jay and everyone, how are you doing?
No room.
Roll into attack is a nice one. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Not slide, but roll. There's sort of a slide attack. Yeah, she's still sliding and she comes out of it with a swing. Hey, efficient. And jumping. Yeah, I'm not sure I've done much of that.
I'll tuck that away.
How big is the map at walking it? The map is very big. Here, let me zoom right out with all the crazy POIs and just kind of, the game starts in a small village. And I don't know how to describe the time it takes.
Well,
Could
what
run.
do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
Tropelman, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to answer your question, how big is the map at walking it, but the starting area, you could spend many hours just in that small area. A large city in the game, and it is quite large vertically as well as spread out. The game has great verticality as well as a really big map. Health potion. In a box. I always thought this treasure box system was kind of weird. Some of the loot you get are boxes of loot instead of just the loot. You can open it up later. The same as all the other loot you're getting. It's just inside a box, so easier to carry, I guess. Lets you take more loot back when your inventory... It's not an inventory management thing, but it kind of works out that way, that you get to take more loot back than you can carry, because it's in its own category. We have all the ammo pouches upgraded, so I'm selling all the animal parts, and Scorcher Heart is the only thing we need. Don't have. No. Mods are a little trickier to sort through because at this point we're sitting on so many good mods that I need to find the ones that don't have 2 stats or that have combinations that are lesser. And I'm kind of obsessive, bit of a hoarder, so I'm trying. I'm trying not to think too much about it. Health. Probably worth saving. Are we going to use them? That's always the problem. Need to start an XCOM alien game, but you never do. You buy games and never play. Well, we all do that. We all do that. Buy games and never play. I can't even keep a schedule right now, so far be it for me to tell you what my plans are for the year and have it actually happen. But I do have some ideas about how I want to attack my backlog a little bit. All these games have ideas about how we could pick games and make some choices, random and not random here and there. Anyway, I gotta think about it some more. 26 spear damage. That might be better than what we have in our spear. Shall we buy some more wire? Well, we're doing okay on shards. Spend about 1,500, get about 100 more. Which I could afford to buy echo shells, but they're way too expensive. Probably a buy multiple button that's behind my body and I can't see it. Go this way. We're almost at the crazy guy who drinks machine blood. Ah, thought it was red. Prime. Spend so much time picking flowers and looking at the plants that I can usually spot the different varieties of dark red from a distance. Fire kiln, which is more orange. Still gets me sometimes. I usually walk up to a freeze rhyme thinking that I'm about to pick. Medicinals. Meat. Alright, he's in real nearby, but I just kind of took the first alcove I saw. We got to double back to the road. Around. Greetings, brother. Did you watch any of DRK's Twin Snakes for April Fools? I didn't really see much. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I was pleased to see him doing it, even if I didn't stick around. You saw all of it? Sweet. Oh, damn you, chicken! No! You got me. Chicken! All kinds of bad. This is not really, really bad! There's hi. Come here. Oh! Shit. Go. He's stunned or something. Go. Go. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. This is submerge. Submerge, yes. They can't see you. Shh. You're not here. Oh, stay down. Aloy, stay down. Stay down. Didn't work! This is so almost. Oh, and it's on fire! Still on fire. He's so angry. You know what? I bet they were. I was a mess yesterday. If today were yesterday, there wouldn't have been a stream, so, yeah. Seems like I'm about 50-50 on being a mess on any given day. So.
Okay, you're okay.
For it! No!
I can smell the new day on the wind.
I'm fire killing again. I think we'll probably only take one break today. Half an hour or so. In half an hour, not a half-hour break. In about half an hour, we'll take a break. Probably go another couple hours. Jamster, good evening. All right. At least here, it's going all right. How about with you? You're having a good day. Starting off all right. We're welcome to Crazy Town.
A lot of dead machines.
Yeah, well, there's always a lot of dead machines, Aloy. This is different. Welcome to Crazy Town.
Are those
Population 1.
tooth marks on that machine?
Tooth marks on that machine. Yeah, are there tooth marks on that machine? Tired, you say? You know, make it an early night?
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Okay. Underneath all of that, there is a guy. There's a guy.
Tribal girl. You're a hunter.
Snotty-nosed man. He's
I can smell it on you.
he's
Your
dripping.
oils and
You're dripping.
fluids. Oh, your hands are stained.
You want a napkin?
Can I
Tissue,
just
something, you know?
scent your fingers?
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
we're
of
agreed,
course
right?
not.
Hell no.
Forgive me. In my head, it's
Come on, please.
addled, heavy with the taste of metal and lightning and prophecy. Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
The ancient world?
Yes, yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth, wasted. Open your mouth to insight. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bryn.
Yeah. Looks like it. Those wounds. A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Oh, not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt. I was low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready to bring it down. Then, the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive, I think.
Until the wounds mend, flower into scars, only my mind can wonder. But why not trade, Huntress? You bring me the blood, I tell you what it reveals.
You've got the body, I've got the brain. Something like that? Is that what we're doing? The blood?
You really drink the blood of machines?
I heard tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night. They were suckled from the machines. No, it's true. Took wisdom and strength from it. Drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. The whole tribe disappeared.
Maybe because they all died? Drinking machine blood can't be good for you.
Oh, first it made me sick. Then came the visions. For days and nights. Machine dreams, Huntress.
Odd.
These dreams you have.
Oh, you're curious. Good. It'll give you a long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Of course. Now we're sworn. I'll tell you how the visions began. All is silence. The sky is dark. I gather up the world and peel it back, expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's
Not
warm
like that at
to
all.
the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
They're an answer. But to what questions? I must know. I'll share.
You're Vanook. Is this normal for your tribe?
No, it is not.
My tribe. No tribe. The other shamans said, "You've drunk in the machine spirit's madness," they said. "This is not the way of things." Stripped me out on the ice and left me to die. Said, "That's the way of things. Cold, unending."
They cast you out. But you survived.
Perhaps. I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear-tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again, walking back to my once tribe. To return is to be forgiven. But I kept walking. No one stopped me.
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, Huntress, and remember, the blood is precious to me.
That's so lucky.
Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you? Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
Just insane. Oh, that's just Bryn. Gather sawtooth blood with pleasure. Hamster, you hadn't seen that mountain range before? Splendid mountain ranges. In this game, it's more than one really good one. You can get up in amongst the peaks for a few of them. Jamster, this is a system seller. I can't pretend it's not. If there's any such thing as a game that's worth getting a system for, and I think as long as you have the means, I think there are games that are worth getting systems for. This is one of them. One of those. Not just because it's spectacular, but hundreds of hours if you wanted to. If you liked it enough, you could put hundreds of hours in. I don't know how else you justify a system, but spending hundreds of hours playing games, so what if you can do that with one game? It still works. The math is still good. Yeah, and then you got Uncharted, God of War, or Bloodborne, Last of Us, if that's your thing. Not a long game, but I've got over 100 hours in it just from replays. Way over. Probably 200 hours in it. Oh, we're going to. As you can imagine, we're definitely going to do that. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Fully. Come here, kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Cat fight. Ooh. Did you just hack it? Yep. Oh, smokes. Who's Kitty going after now? Hey, watch out, we're in the middle. Oh, the Glinthawks. The birds. Oh, just missed his freeze sack. It was up on his chest. I got the armor plating off of it. So wait for it. Boom! Ah, he busted on landing. Oh shit, the bird just took out our Ravager. Stealing our scrap. Not gonna happen. Oh! Glinthawks will pick up the carcasses of other machines and carry them off. I can't really speak to that, Jamster, because I haven't played it. I know people love Monster Hunter, and I haven't played it, but for me, this is my Monster Hunter. I'm not looking for another one right now. Very happy with this one. Daisy! Daisy! Daisy!
Soon says The blood is precious.
How you doing?
Okay.
Deliver the blood. Blood. The blood is the life. Daisy into Monster Hunter. Wrong place, wrong time! Ooh, dismount, strike! Simon, strike! Oh, and a little bit of teamwork. Yeah, we showed him, didn't we, buddy? Here, you know what? You can have a repair.
You can walk it off.
What does that actually cost? Rarely repair anything. He deserved it. He earned it. E-Star, welcome back. I don't know if you were you working, lurking today. I think. Daisy, you bought this one, Monster Hunter World. Never played any before. Hence it is. All right, Bryn. Got your blood.
Ah, Huntress. You've brought me the blood of the Sawtooth. Yes. I smelled it a hill away.
Don't make me regret it.
Wait here. It takes time, and the visions are strong. No matter what you hear, what screams, keep your distance.
Starting to regret it.
Before the time of the Sawtooth, the machines ran as one pack. Metal drumming on metal, keeping pace out to the lightning's edge. The rumble of low storms, that's them in motion. And then, a confusion. Something has changed. The great direction breaks, splits off like a dead branch. They're tumbling now. When they recover, violence is what they know. Now, metal screeches on metal. A death dance, learned from wars before our eyes had learned to see. The Sawtooth, the Ravager, they hunt in the long shadows of others. Jagged shapes, old shapes with bloody eyes. And the machines no longer rise and swell as one thing, an all thing.
You're quite the storyteller. But what's it mean?
All meaning is not for me to say, only what I saw.
And you saw all that?
Yes. Doesn't it make you wonder? The machines that drive other machines mad, corruptors. It's their venom I must taste next.
Do you have any idea what that could do to you? You've drunk it before, of course you have.
I found fallen ones on Coiled Canyon's cliffs. Under the sun, it boiled inside them. The vapor. Intoxicating.
There's a breeze. That will beat the shit out of him. That's creative. I'd like to see that. They gather corruptor blood? Corruptor blood? Corruptor blood. Right. Okay. Alright, we'll go on foot. We need to fill up our medicine pouch anyways. Nice addition. Came with the DLC was a skill that lets you loot while mounted. Although I probably will go on foot after a minute here. And grab this ridgewood. Guess has this nice animation scooping down to grab stuff. Don't be very stealthy. We've got a ways to go. We can collect some meat and other stuff on the way. You kill something in the water, the current will take the corpse downstream.
You'll do.
And you have to hold the button to loot, so you have to be, you can't be upstream from something you're trying to loot that's in the water because it will drift away before you've had enough time. We've held the button long enough. The body block stuff or be downstream of it. It's bacon!
I can get out of this.
Didn't know you were in it. Cicero, he kind of reminds you of Cicero, but only the personality and voicing, sort of. Yeah, he kind of, yeah, a little bit. He's not a jester, but he almost rapturous, crazy, and yeah, he almost swoons with delight at his own insanity. Yeah, he's a bit like Cicero. And the way his voice pitches, yeah, little bits. Jamster, you never ended up getting another game on Switch. Not yet. A little too expensive. I wish they had more sales. Nintendo's never been very good at sales. Imagine if Nintendo's eShop had Steam-like digital sales on a regular basis. We would all end up with everything. We are staying for a Snap Maw fight. We don't just end up next to 4 Snap Maws and do nothing about it. I don't want to do is hit the one we're already controlling. I sort of lost track of. Friendly machine up there, okay. Flowers, Aloy. We're gonna get hit. 4, 3, 2, 1. I got really lucky. Where are you going? running. Bandits, that's what it was. There were bandits. Distracted our croc. Oh shit, that's expensive. There's a reason I'm repairing him, and it has to do with a trophy that was added with the DLC. I don't know if it has to be machines they added in the DLC. There's an achievement for repairing certain 5 different types of machines, or whatever it is. Thought I might give it a go while we're sitting on a few shards.
I'll find a use for you.
Always a little on the fence. I'm not a huge trophy hunter, but if I find a game I want to get all the trophies for, get a platinum, like this, then you do it, and then they add more trophies. I'm always a little weird about whether or not I want to go after the rest of them. You already got the big one. You already did all the stuff. Definitely 100% it. Well, I think I've only got 4 trophies left. I mean, it would be easy to do at this point. It's the hunting ground up in the DLC area that is nearly impossible on ultra hard. That's the only tough one. It's a bronze, but it might be nearly impossible. They restrict how you can do it. But there's only 3 others, so yeah, it'd be real easy to tidy up. It's not like they take your platinum away when they add more later. Last of Us, that's that one stings. I'll never have the platinum for Last of Us because of the 2 or 3 multiplayer trophies that they require. Part of it. I have every trophy for that game, the grounded ones and DLC ones, but not the multiplayer. Can play separate. When you get to, don't mind my spelling, when you get to the main menu, there's a DLC option. And you can pick each episode of the DLC separately. You don't even have to do that in sequence if for some reason you want to go right to the second episode. I tried the non-story DLC a little bit at the end of the Infinite playthrough we just had. Flash in the clouds, the horde mode sort of thing they have, waves of enemies. Kind of fun. Bones, hello and goodbye, good night. To you, good night. You were lurking the whole time. Scandalous. Scandalous. Oh, lurking is best sometimes. Things I had to give up on a lot of. I switched to this side of the camera. Scandalous. Corruptor blood. That's what Bryn wants now.
Can't be too prepared. Glintox. Looks like I'm not the only one who wants those corruptors.
It works to our advantage if we can tick off a couple Glintox. Too far. Corruption does not last very long. We're gonna have to keep applying this. Having a easy, I don't know, having a transient moment of being okay. Very temporary. I've been just, I don't know, still isn't the best place to talk about all the details. Now it's day by day, hour by hour, and completely irrational, nonsensical. So, you know, any answer to that question that sounds too definitive, that sounds definitive whatsoever, be taken as a very, very transient thing. If we had had a stream scheduled yesterday, it wouldn't have happened. Today is today. Quite savvy, really. Shots. Time. Damn, so you've seen Princess Bride, right? sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I have some homework for you. No, you would be sure. Yeah, you'd be sure. It must be a no, otherwise you would be sure. Do that too often. Sneak up, stealth attack
Lucky
on
me.
Glinthawk. Enlighten you, Princess Bride. Classic 80s film based on a book. How do you begin to introduce? I'm at a loss. It's been a long time since. How do you explain from scratch the Princess Bride? Anyone? Where to begin? I don't know. Yeah, it's. A story about a story read to a sick child. Thank you. From the beginning, that's what it is. And that you have not seen it is inconceivable. You may know a few references without realizing that you know them. You may know a few things from that film. It also has one of the best choreographed sword fights, fencing in this case. It has one of the best sword fights in a movie. It's brilliant. Daisy, you have not seen it? What is with you people? It's just... This Tomalak, Daisy, Jamster, you all have homework. It's got to be on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. And The Princess Bride. Oh wow, wow. Andre the Giant. You're not too young, I'm getting old.
Good meat.
T-Star, you too? Oh, wow. I never thought I'd see the day that I name-dropped the Princess Bride and just all these people popped up. I have no idea what it is. I really have, I guess... What's going on? Your mom met Andre the Giant? I heard he was a sweetheart, you know? The proverbial big teddy bear. Giant, gargantuan teddy bear. Oh yeah, it's probably his, I don't know how many film roles he had, but it's his best one. I can say that with confidence. Mark Knopfler did the soundtrack for Princess Bride. Don't know if I knew that. Yeah, I'll be 40 this year. 40. Got a couple on me, Rage. Just a couple, though. Hey, Wilson. Might be on your Netflix, but I don't think it's on ours. It's Canadian Netflix. Is it that different?
Tasty.
Well, I track it down by any means necessary. You have to grab a digital copy for a few bucks. It's worth it. You'll end up watching it more than once. Marriage. You're watching the trailer. Good. Marriage is what brings us together today. True love.
These will keep.
Get a friend to put it on Plex. There you go. Jamster, that part with that just bookends the movie. The movie is the kid is sick and the book's being read to him, so there are only a few scenes where you actually see the kid sick in bed. Otherwise, it's this fantasy tale being read to him. I got the trailer. I can't imagine. What is it? It's an old trailer. The original trailer from 1988. That'll be cool. Mandy Patinkin, if you know, he's in Homeland. If anybody watches Homeland, current show, but Mandy Patinkin was one of the two actors who learned how to fence. And so Carrie, how does he say his name? Carrie Elwes? That guy who's awesome and whose name is
Fascinating.
wherever you say
If
it.
you weren't looking for me.
Yeah, you can. Go for it. But Mandy Patinkin and Carrie Elwes, their sword fight is one of the best on film. But you shouldn't watch the sword fight before you watch the movie. You need the dramatic tension,
So did you
too.
smell this blood coming? It stinks.
The richest is not always the sweetest, Huntress. In the jungles of the Jewel, a fruit grows, but reeks of spoiled meat. Taste it, though, honey to the tongue. No. This is disgusting.
Why? Corruptor blood. Is that why? Is
These
it bitter?
corruptors never belonged to the herds.
What's wrong with the
They
blood?
crawled from beneath
Blood
desert
is the life.
rust from the bones of old machines. Sickness to spread. That's how they came. Cold metal runs hot. Buckles with thorn cuts and tail stings. A fever of obedience. My ears are ringing. I grasp at my tongue. An ingot falls out, stamped with circles and lines. Directions, instructions to break a machine's will. I heard the metal screaming, Huntress. I leave the ingot where it falls. This isn't for us to know. No! Corruptor after corruptor tramples it in their greedy tread.
That is how they work. Kind of.
Kind
How
of.
do you know these things?
It's not what I know, Huntress.
seer.
It's what the blood knows. Am I the singer or the song?
I don't know what you are.
By the
Maybe
dreamer
get some rest.
or the
No
dream?
rest when there's unknown journeys to prepare for. Do you know of the hidden machines that hunt men deep in the Jewel?
Stalkers? Yes, I know of them. Oh. Stalker blood next? Sure. Why not?
Why not? Break first. I need a break. I know we started late. We're getting a bit of a short stream. We've been going 2.5 hours, nearly. And we'll go take 10, and then we'll go another couple hours. Maybe a little less than that. Ah! Break first. Everybody check out The Princess Bride if you haven't already. There's homework. Hey, Chi. I don't know if I said hi already, but hi. You like this character's voice actor? He's awesome. Bryn. What do you think, Chi? Jamster thought he had, reminded him of Cicero a little bit. Obviously not a jester, but I think I agree. Jamster, you're gonna love it. It's a classic. It doesn't matter how much you talk up that movie, it won't disappoint you, so I'm not worried about overselling it. Just watch it. You'll be glad you did. I'll see you back here in a few. Everyone, stay tuned.